Ghost Rider / Wolverine, Weapons of Vengeance Alpha #1. So this is a 4-part miniseries where Johnny Blaze and Wolverine team up. And the next issue is going to continue into Ghost Rider #17, and then it goes into Wolverine #36, and then there's a Ghost Rider Wolverine Omega to end it off. And we start off in the present day where we see Johnny looking through the newspaper. I'm assuming, even though it says present day, Talia is not involved here. Like, not once does she show up. So I'm guessing that maybe this is like before he teamed up with Talia, even though it does say present day. Or maybe they just forgot about Talia. I don't want to say they did, because the writer for this is the same writer who's currently doing the Ghost Rider arc. So, yeah, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Anyways, he's reading the newspaper. He sees that there's some kind of ritualistic murders going down, and so he goes to check out the house. And while there, Wolverine shows up and basically, says, hey, it's happening again. What are we going to do about it? And then that's when we get a flashback to many years ago where we see this kid named Bram, and he's being taken to Xavier's school where Logan confronts him and goes to attack the boy. Yeah, Wolverine's going to attack a kid. Basically, Wolverine doesn't like the way the kid smells. He smells like sulfur. He thinks that there's something wrong with this kid. And Xavier's like, hey, just let the kid in. Like, come on, man. We're a school for mutants and stuff. We got to help our fellow mutants out. And the woman who's bringing Bram, she's like a social worker. She's not his mom or anything like that. And she basically explains that he's been going through like a bunch of different orphanages. He keeps getting kicked out. He keeps getting placed in foster homes, but he doesn't last long. Everyone's scared of him. They say that like whenever he's around, pets die, people disappear. Like, nobody wants him around. He also, like, there's strange noises. Sometimes he talks, but his voice doesn't sound like him. And Bram's like drawing this creature, and he says that it's the creature that's inside of me. And Xavier kind of does a mind link with him and gets injured, and basically tells the social worker, like, I wish I could help you, but I can't. Unfortunately, this is a school for mutants, and Bram is not immune. There's something supernatural about him. I can help you by sending you to a scholar of the supernatural that I know, but the social worker thinks that this is just an excuse and that they just want to basically get rid of Bram like everyone else does. So Bram's taken away, kicking and screaming because he doesn't want to leave. And then we get Johnny trying to do a stunt on the anniversary of Crash's death. And he performs the stunt, but he crashes on the landing because he has a vision of some kind of beast and fire. And meanwhile, we cut to the orphanage where there's a bunch of blood just pouring down from the ceiling. And when the teacher runs into where all the kids are at, they see all the kids meshed together in this pillar of bloody gore and flesh. I'm like, all right, this looks pretty sweet. And he's gone. He's disappeared. And he's gone back to Xavier's school where there's been a blackout. And Logan's downstairs getting candles. And when he comes up, he sees all of his fellow mutants and friends like just being up and knocked out. And there's this giant beast that looks, I don't know how to describe it. It looks almost like a werewolf with its head on fire and a giant humanoid body. It's like the Hulk meets Ghost Rider meets a werewolf, meets a Werewolf by Night or something. So yeah, basically we start cutting back and forth between present day and the past, where present day Johnny Blaze and Logan discover that Bram is involved in this ritual killing. That Bram has some kind of history with the both of them, and he's turned up again, and now they have to team up together to stop him. But yeah, I'm going to stop it there. I will say that it was fun. It's interesting. I like the artwork. I like the story. I mean, this gore pillar flesh thing is kind of cool, and it pops up multiple times. Like, whenever Bram's demon attacks people, it turns into like a giant mass of like gory pillars, and I was like, all right, that's like a cool visual. I will say that there is a part in this I absolutely despise, and that's where Logan comes across Johnny Blaze as the Ghost Rider and attacks him. Even though he knows it's Johnny Blaze, he knows it's the Ghost Rider. He just says, all I saw was a skull and I saw a monster, so I attacked. And then Johnny like wraps him up in chains. It's like, hey, like why the hell are we fighting each other? Like we know we're friends. Like, and it's just it feels like that whole crossover trope that I've complained about before in previous crossover series that I've done, where we have to have the two heroes fight each other at first because of a misunderstanding, and then they realize that they're on the same side and then they team up. And I hate that. It's overdone. It's in every single crossover. In fact, there's only been like 1 or 2 crossovers where that hasn't happened, and I made a point of like bringing it up when I was doing a review for whatever series it was. I can't remember what it was. Where yeah, they it's like we have our 2 heroes, they meet, and they're like, okay, like we have a common goal, common enemy, let's join together, and they join together. And it's like, all right, why can't we just do that? Especially for why is Wolverine attacking Johnny Blaze? Why is Logan attacking Johnny Blaze? They know each other. And the whole excuse of I saw a flaming skull and I just saw a monster doesn't work, because he even says that he knows that it's Johnny, but he just wanted like an excuse to fight or something. Like maybe he was just pissed off and wanted an excuse to fight. But it's just, I'm really tired of this trope. Can we get a crossover where we have our heroes not fighting each other, especially since they already know each other and they've already worked alongside each other plenty of times? Another thing that's kind of funny is the fact that we have a scene where Wolverine and Johnny Blaze are riding motorcycles. This is like the present day. And excuse my dog for barking. And Johnny is riding Danny's motorcycle. Why is Johnny riding Danny Ketch's motorcycle? Is it a storyline reason, or did the artist just forget that Johnny's motorcycle is different than Danny's? I don't know. This was like a little nitpick that just, it kind of bugged me because it really stood out. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Yeah, I will say I enjoyed the story. I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm not really a fan that it's going to be dipping into the Ghost Rider run, because now I feel like I think Ghost Rider has maybe a couple more issues left and then it's done, as far as I know. And I rather that they just focus on wrapping up that storyline rather than now we got to shoehorn a crossover event and dedicate an entire issue to that. And also, again, just the timeline is kind of weird because it's present day, but Talia's not here, even though Talia is involved with Johnny, both in a personal and a professional sense. So why is she not in this comic whatsoever? Is she going to appear in this story at all, or are we just going to completely ignore her? And it just, once again, it's just, Ghost Rider itself already feels like, I don't know, I feel like we should just dedicate whatever issues we have left on the Ghost Rider run to just really build up a good, nice arc and end it in a good way. Because my problem with the Ghost Rider run, despite me really enjoying the run so far, is the fact that all the build-up leads to a arc finale that just completely is lackluster. Every single arc finale in the Ghost Rider run has just been very anticlimactic. And I feel like shoehorning this little event into that isn't going to help the Ghost Rider run whatsoever. So I kind of wish this would have just been its own thing. Like just have a Ghost Rider Wolverine miniseries on the side, kind of like you're doing with Danny Ketch and stuff. But whatever. It was fun. I do enjoy it. Good artwork, good story. I just kind of wish it wasn't part of the Ghost Rider main run and it was just its own miniseries, so we can have Ghost Rider focus on its own thing. But other than that, like, that's just kind of me nitpicking stuff. I did enjoy this series. I do recommend it. So go check it out. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.